The Bank of Korea has slashed its growth outlook for the year, but kept its key rate steady as it looks to assess the effects of fiscal stimulus that's on its way. According to Hwang Ji-hye, with lingering uncertainties and low inflation prospects, expectations remain for more rate cuts down the road.
The Bank of Korea has revised down its growth projection for the domestic economy for this year to 2.7% on Thursday. This is 1/10 of a percentage point lower than its earlier forecast in April. The downgrade came despite a rate cut just last month and the government's aggressive stimulus package that includes an extra budget worth around $8.5 billion.
The rate cut and the government's fiscal support measures are estimated to push up the country's growth rate by 0.2 percentage points.
This, however, is based on calculations that the extra budget is passed swiftly by the National Assembly. The parliament has in the past been criticized for weakening the impact of the extra budget by dragging its feet and delaying implementation. That's why experts say the central bank could lower the key rate by 25 basis points towards the end of this year after taking a wait-and-see approach following its surprise rate cut in June.
If the extra budget does not have the impact that policymakers expected, and if the pace of improvement of exports is slower than the central bank's forecast, it's likely the BOK will lower the interest rate.
Heightened external uncertainties like Britain's decision to leave the European Union coupled with low inflation are also fueling such expectations.
Consumer prices grew a mere 0.9% in the first 6 months of this year from the same period a year earlier, running significantly lower compared to the 2% target. It's because the upward pressure from the demand side was weak due to the sluggish pace of recovery.
The BOK now expects consumer prices to grow 1.1% this year. It was the first time Korea's central bank held a separate briefing to explain why the country's inflation has been trailing its target. The governor, however, pointed to high exposure the prices have to external factors like commodities as being the main reason behind the lackluster growth. Hwang Ji-hye, Arirang News.